Hey, what's up guys? Bajheera here. Now for this video, we're going to be taking a look at a game called Skara, The Blade Remains. And this game is in open alpha right now. It's free to play, so you guys are more than welcome to give it a try. We've got links in the description. But let me also say a big thank you to Skara, The Blade Remains for sponsoring this video and giving me a chance to participate in a really epic event they've got coming up very, very soon, which is called the Battle of Kornit. But before we get into that, let me tell you a little bit about Skara. This game is a melee arena-based fighter that has both 1v1 and 3v3 modes that is based around skillful and competitive combat. So far, it has been a ton of fun to check out on my own, and with viewers from the stream, we've teamed up and had some pretty hilariously awesome evenings kicking butt in Skara, and I'm excited to share this video with you guys so you can give it a try yourselves. And as I mentioned before, we are going to be taking part in the Battle of Kornit event, where I'm going to be asking for you guys to battle alongside me for your chance at some pretty awesome in-game prizes and a place in the permanent lore of the game. Now, the event will be running from May 26th at 9 AM PT until midnight on June 4th. And if you want to join me in battle, navigate through the link in the description to join my team, and we're going to need as many people getting to as high a level as possible on their Skara account, because if we have the highest total amount of levels earned, we will win this battle. So once again, click that link in the description, give Skara a try, and battle alongside me for our place in Skara history. Now I think we should take a look at the 4 cultures that are currently battling in the universe of Skara. Alright guys, so the first class we're going to look at is the Tamvasa, which they're listed as a support class. They do a ton of damage, but I think the reason why they're listed as a support here is because they bring a little bit of CC with the form of their little ice embrace, which is basically a trap that you lay on the ground, and whoever walks over that trap will be encased in these like claws of ice kind of thing, and we'll show that in a second. Keep in mind though that you can walk over it yourself, but here I'm going to lay it down, and I'm going to knock this guy into it, and you'll see it pops up and imprisons them, and it makes it so they can't run away. But there's interesting uses to that too, because if you like lock yourself in there and then go towards the back of it, it almost like prevents you from getting attacked. But the main thing why there's support, I think, is this Vilkai's Song, which is a heal. And it's a big AoE heal too, and it's pretty significant, so you'll see. I pop the heal here, I'm kind of low health, and I take a little bit of a beating from this guy, but my health ends up still being, you know, a little bit higher than where I started, even after taking like 3 hits, so it's a pretty significant heal, and it's AoE, so it's a big deal to your team in like a 3v3 situation. And of course you have the axe chain, where you chuck your axe out, and then you'll pull yourself to your opponent with the axe. So it hits them with a little bit of a mini stun, but if your opponent's heads up, they can dash away from you, so it's not a guaranteed hit by any means, but it is a nice little gap closer, and just brings another one of those things to your arsenal. So Tamvasa, initially I thought he wasn't very good, but after playing a little bit more, he seems really strong. But my favorite guy so far is probably the Karn, just the big, beefy brawler guy. He is really, really slow, but he has really high HP, and he also packs a punch with every single hit. His first ability that he has is a monster jump, which has a pretty decent range to it. You basically launch yourself in the air and deal damage upon landing. And pretty much in this game, every time you deal damage to somebody, it hits them with like a little teeny tiny mini stun. Unless they're dodging during it, because you can dodge to avoid damage, but you'll also take damage sometimes if you don't time the dodge right. So you can think of basically everything this guy does is a little bit of a mini stun, which is really powerful if you chain things well together. Another stun that actually stuns for a very long time is this Rage Vortex. It's got a fairly low AoE, and it's just around your character, so you have to kind of use it in an intelligent way to actually catch somebody in a stun. But you'll see I get caught in a trap here. He steps forward to hit me, and I stun him. And the stun basically lasts like 4 seconds or until they take damage. So you can set up like a big heavy attack out of a stun if you wanted to, or you could go with a lighter chain attack if you feel like you can deal extra damage or something like that. But another thing that he can do is chuck a little rock there, and obviously the rock hits, it deals damage, but it can also be a nice zoning tool, and if they're not careful and they try to avoid it, they can end up falling off the map. So this next character coming up is the Shinsei, and this character, in my opinion, is a little bit broken. She is super, super fast, and can basically avoid and beat you to the punch anytime you go for an attack. It's not like she can't be beaten, but I think that a Shinsei in the hands of somebody who knows how to play her is going to be devastating. And her first attack is the little Gona Rush, where she dashes in, does a little bit of damage, and can cover a lot of distance really, really quickly. And it's actually a nice way of finishing people off when they're low health. Their second ability is the Seeing Empty, which is basically just gives you stealth. And you have like a teeny tiny little like after image sometimes when you're in stealth, so people can see you a little bit, but it definitely gives you the advantage there. And her last ability is Poison Flare. And this is a nice little AoE, and it pierces opponents. So if you're in like a 3v3 scenario, and the entire enemy team is stacked up, and you land a big old poison flare on them, it doesn't really deal that much upfront damage, but it does put a little poison dot on that deals damage over time. So if you're able to deal your own damage along with that, it's an insane amount of damage. And especially if you're padding the meters and getting that on 3 people in a 3v3, it's really, really nice. So the last class is Celia, which has a big old spear and a shield. So they're really, really good at keeping their distance, keeping opponents at bay, and defending themselves. Their first ability is the Atnai Salient Charge, and it's a 2-part attack. The first part kind of steps forward and smacks them with their shield, and that actually disables their defenses. And the second one is the follow-up attack, which knocks them on the ground and gives you a chance to get a ton of damage on people. So this is probably one of the best classes that I've seen. They also, honestly, seem to have a little bit of a wonky hitbox from when I was playing against them. So I think Celia is a super strong class. Their Salem Blades ability extends the range on their spear, which is already pretty long range as it is, but now you can keep your opponents even further at bay. You basically do a few attacks, retreat, a few attacks, retreat. It's a really good strategy for that. And another zoning tool they've got is the Salem's Disc, which is a boomerang style attack where you throw out a nice flaming shield, deals damage on the way out, and it also deals damage on the way back. So it's got pretty good range on it. You can just tag your opponents, and you can also try to position yourself so that when the shield returns, they're going to take damage as well. Now what I'm going to show you guys here is there's 1v1 and 3v3 style. The 1v1 style obviously is what it sounds like. You're pitted up against an opponent, best of 5 rounds, you know, first 1 to 3 wins, takes the whole game. And even though the game is in alpha, it's still really freaking fun the way it is. One of the things that I like a lot about it is it doesn't really seem to favor a really defensive play style. And I realize that a lot of that is probably just because I'm fairly new to the game. But even when you are facing people with a little bit more experience, it's not a real, like, Turtle Fest gameplay. There's a lot of dodging and trying to look for openings in their defenses, but for the most part, you're not just going to be sitting behind a block and trying to figure out how to defeat somebody in their little turtle defensive stance. And that's not to say that you don't want to play intelligently. I think that you probably can get fairly far just by spamming your attacks over and over, but against players with a little bit of patience and a little bit of practice, they're probably just going to allow you to go for your attack and then punish you when you miss. But the clips you're seeing here are definitely not against practiced players. These are some of my first matches. And I will say that this game, for all the awesome moments that it has, there are just as many people rolling off the edge, jumping into lava just from across the map, just all kinds of really goofy, hilarious stuff that happens. And that was probably one of my favorite things about playing this game on stream with viewers. We had a lot of moments like that. And as you'll see at the end of the matches, you gain experience as a player, but you also gain experience as that particular class. And then every couple level ups at certain breakpoints, you'll get a special piece of armor. And I think that's random. I think one of the things that they could do is probably end up giving you special pieces of armor for every level up. I think that'd be kind of cool. Right now, they only have a few cosmetic options, but I think that's going to be a big thing that they want to emphasize in the game, because the game is going to be free to play. But then, of course, all the cosmetic options will be available for purchase. So I think having more cosmetic options, having better cosmetic options will be probably one of the things that the game continues to do. But I think making them available for progression is also a good idea. It keeps people playing, keeps people wanting to level up and see what kind of new piece of gear they get every time. And as you'll see right now, I'm playing the Shinsei because this footage that we're looking at right now that I'm talking over is just basically gameplay from my very first time ever playing it. And I was going through and trying out different characters, and then once I tried out the Shinsei, I realized that she seems pretty nuts. She's probably the fastest character in terms of how fast she attacks. She's definitely the fastest character in terms of how she dodges and recovers from dodges. So when you're locked onto an enemy player, you'll see that sometimes I will not be locked on to the enemy player, and I'll kind of roll around, but when I actually do achieve that lock-on effect, that's when you sort of get the little shadow dash style of dodging. And it's really easy to wait for your enemy to try to wind up an attack, and as soon as that attack animation starts, you just get behind them and start attacking yourself. Because your attacks will usually beat them to the punch on their second attack, and their first attack is just going to straight up whiff you because you've already teleported behind them. So, and she does enough damage to kill people, usually in just a few attack rotations. And this guy, the Karn, has the most HP out of everybody, and he's just going to basically just die without ever hitting me except for once. That being said, if a Karn does hit you, or if really anybody hits you when you're playing the Shinsei, you're going to take a ton of damage. So you definitely want to get good at avoiding damage and using your quickness and mobility to outmaneuver your opponent and open up attacking options for you. Because once you start to do that, their HP goes away really quickly. And even just spamming... he just ran off the edge. He knew it was coming. Even just spamming your light attack seems like the best option for a Shinsei, because every light attack, every time anybody takes damage, like I mentioned before, it's basically like a little mini stun. So if you open up on them with your light attacks, you basically stun lock them. They are probably able to just spam their dash button and avoid some of that damage, and that's what you basically need to do. I felt like in this game, anytime you ever start getting attacked by somebody, you need to just be spamming a directional dodge and trying to get the heck out of there, because you can get just chain stunned with normal attacks into oblivion, especially by the Tom Vasa and the Shinsei. So as I mentioned before, there's definitely not a whole lot of just sitting behind a block that you can do. The only character that actually can hold up their block is the Celia, but everyone else basically has like the Shinsei has her block basically just makes her dodge an attack if you time it right. The Tom Vasa's block, I'm doing block in air quotes here, is a counter, so if you press his little block button at the right time, he'll counter the attack. And the Karn doesn't even have a block at all, he just has an offensive charge, just another way of dealing damage or stunning your opponent. So it seems like the most important combat mechanics are timing your attacks right, timing your dodges right, and using your spacing properly to make sure that maybe you allow opponent to take a swing, they miss that swing, and you step forward and attack them. So it's basically a whole lot of fancy footwork and trying to open up opportunities for you to deal damage while avoiding damage yourself. And it's interesting because all the different characters have different ranges, different attack speeds, different recovery speeds. So even though each character doesn't have really all that many moves and there's only 4 characters, the simplicity still allows for a whole lot of fun. And just to go through the list, we already went through a lot of the abilities that the individual characters have, but basically every character has a light attack, a heavy attack, an attack out of a dash, an attack out of a sprint, and I'm pretty sure those sprint and dash attacks can be either light or heavy, which changes, obviously, the nature of the attack. For example, Tom Vasa will either do like a vertical swing or a horizontal swing, depending on heavy or light, and it works that way with the dash and sprint attacks too, I'm pretty sure. So once you understand and begin to piece together all those mechanics, a fairly simple combat style ends up getting a lot more complex, and I imagine that in the hands of good players, this game could end up looking pretty freaking cool. But the main thing that has struck me when I'm playing this game is it's just fun. Like, with all the goofiness that it has, especially when you're playing against noobs, playing as a noob against noobs, this was a really goofy gameplay experience, and I think that the fact that I have a ton of fun playing it is a good sign. And like I mentioned before, we played this on stream for about 3 hours with viewers recently, and I think everybody had an absolute blast kicking butt, both in the 1v1 and especially once we started doing 3v3s. The full-on brawl playstyle was pretty fun too. And as I'm watching this, I'm remembering why I was playing so much Shinsei. I wanted to show you guys just how much damage she deals. So I got my dot up for my throwing attack, and then you just combo this guy with light attacks all the way into oblivion and take the match. It's pretty crazy. Now I know that like every character is actually pretty good now that I've played them all and I really enjoyed them, but I think Shinsei in the hands of a skilled player is going to be devastating. That being said, it's not like you don't have a chance against the Shinsei, because I was playing the big boy, the Karn. He's probably my favorite guy. You guys know me, I always like to play those big, brawling, melee bruiser type characters, and I'm trying to get her out of stealth a little bit, but as I mentioned, you can kind of see her outline just a little bit right before she opens up there. And so now we're going to both dodge around a little bit and dash. And so she's a lot faster than me. So basically what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to catch her in positions that she doesn't really expect me to be swinging in. So basically I have to sort of hope that she walks into my swing. Right there, she kind of just stood there and let me stun her. So I got a nice big heavy attack on there. And keep in mind that the guy that I'm playing against, he was a really good sport. I think we were both new players, so I'm not trying to sort of break down any sort of expert gameplay here, but the main thing that I'm trying to show you here is that even though Shinsei is really, really strong, if you catch her in stuns, or if you catch her with any sort of attacks, like especially the big sweeping heavy attacks the Karn has, her health bar goes away real quick. So right there, hit her with popped her with 2 heavies, hit her with a stun, pop her with another heavy, catch her in the leap, and this just game over right there. Oh my god, you see what happened to her head. Holy moly. So even in matchups that I think that one class might not be favored in, I mean, obviously you can outplay your opponent, which seems pretty cool. So the main thing that I've noticed against this particular class is you really don't ever want to let her get too close to you, because her attacks are so fast that if she ever wants to wind one up, you are gonna definitely get beat to the punch. So if you can keep her at a distance by using your dodges properly and then using your attacks to zone her, you never really let her get a chance to fully open up on you, and can maybe even sneak out of there with a win. And for the Karn, that's going to be something that you want to do against a lot of classes, especially the Tom Vasa. He's pretty similar in the fact that once he gets going, his attacks will just chain stun you forever unless you're able to dash away from him. But he also does a lot of damage even with not a whole lot of uptime, so you got to watch out for that hit and run playstyle too for him, because he is able to heal up. This guy didn't really make use of that, but the Tom Vasa definitely can institute like a little bit of a hit and run tactic. You know, if he lands a hook on you, he's able to dash in, get a little bit of damage done, and get out of there. And then zone you with his traps, kind of just playing Ring Around the Rosie with his trap, and then using his heal whenever it's up to keep himself in the HP lead. So you're going to want to play this a little bit cautiously. Use your big sweeping attacks to keep him at a distance. Avoid his traps, but try to stay aggressive so that it doesn't have enough time to just sit back and make use of his heal and make it a really long game. Fortunately, as you'll notice in the top part of the screen, there is a time limit on these matches. And if it goes to a draw, then I'm pretty sure nobody gets the advantage for the round. You just have to fight again. So it's not necessarily likely that they're just going to stall out forever, but they could. And so you got to be aware of that. Fortunately, my opponent here doesn't really seem to be going for that stall tactic gameplay. And it's actually costing him a little bit in terms of his health bar. So I told you that you could use the trap to defend yourself, because you can actually walk in your own trap, but doesn't end up working out too well for him there. He gets stuck in his own trap and just gets erased because my heavy attacks have a pretty long range. So this match, fortunately, like I said, this guy was a pretty good sport, and he stuck around to play a few matches and tried out a few different characters. So I definitely want to show you guys some gameplay from different characters, but I think that showing you guys gameplay against them is also probably a fine start. So against this matchup, he's definitely going to be able to use his range really, really well. So getting inside on him is probably a pretty good plan, so you can get in there and still knock him. Once again, he didn't really seem to know how to dodge out of there, or want to, because I guess he was close to the edge. But if you are able to get inside the Salem's like long range, that's something that can favor you. Unfortunately for you, as a Karn, I still think his attacks are faster than yours, but if you don't allow him to use his range to keep you at bay, you can kind of throw some of your stuns in there and land some serious CC combos and damage combos off of that. So you're seeing him just getting absolutely walloped. In order to avoid that situation, you basically just need to be spamming dodge to get out of there. Either dodge back, dodge to the side, just avoid getting hit, because each time you get hit, it's another little mini stun. So look at this. Leap into light attack, into boulder throw, into stomp stun, into light attack, into heavy attack, and then 2 light attacks to finish him off. So if you don't dash away, you're going to get walloped. This next match, we're going to be playing the Celia, who has the long reach of the spear and the solid defense of the shield. Admittedly, when I'm playing, I really don't make much use of my like defensive abilities. I'm definitely not blocking very much. I'm not using like my counter abilities very much on any other characters, but most of the defensive gameplay that I'm doing is dodging. So you'll see, I'm getting my attacks in, I'm stepping back, they aggress upon me, and I have better reach because I have my spear, and I also buffed the range on the spear, so if they try to attack me just from like a linear standpoint, it's not going to work out very well. You probably are going to have to try to find some way to get around my shield and try to have to like strafe around me, but he does continue to just attack me straight on, which is going to allow me to do pretty much whatever I want to him. Now, I don't have any abilities up. I already used my 3 attack rotation, so I needed to back off there, which is why I got hit. But as soon as my 3 attack rotation comes back up, he goes for an attack, he whiffs, I punish him with a nice 3 attack combo again. That's another cool thing with the Celia, is that you can chain any heavy and light into a 3 attack combo, basically. So, for example, on the Karn, you can only really chain his light attacks. But with this guy, every light and heavy can chain into a 3 attack combo, which is pretty devastating. And you can use that to attack from different angles, or attack from different reach amounts, and each attack does a lot of damage. So I think this guy, once again, I say this about every hero, but the Celia in the hands of a skilled player is really, really tough. And an especially difficult matchup, I feel like, is the one you're seeing right here. Celia versus Karn. I feel like the Karn is definitely at a disadvantage here, just because all his attacks are so slow, and you kind of have to be the aggressor. Now, I let myself get hit by that one, but I caught him on the backswing with my shield, which is going to damage stun him, which is going to allow me to deal a ton of damage back to him by chaining into a combo. So, you saw me put up my block right there, which blocked one attack, but it basically stunned me anyway and allowed him to get a second attack in, so I don't really know what the point of his block is, but I was experimenting using it, which is bringing me back to the point of I don't really use the block mechanics all that often. I feel like just changing your positioning with dashes and keeping your opponents at bay with your attack timing is probably the best bet. So this is a really nice combo right here. You throw out the shield, he runs straight into me, which means he's going to get hit by the shield on the way back, and I also hit him with the charge attack, which I can combo then into light and heavy attacks while he's on the ground. So he just gets absolutely worked that time, which is another example of do not attack a Celia head on. And I know these are just bot matches, but I wanted to still show you guys different characters and give you an idea of how they play. And this is almost just like a combo demonstration. I'm going to try to do the same combo again. With the throw the shield out, step into him with your shield slam, and basically just unload a whole bunch of damage off of that combo. But right now, this is an example of me trying to put up my block, and it doesn't do anything. Like, I finally get a block on it, but it doesn't actually, like, save me from taking damage. So I was trying to experiment with the blocks, but another example of why I just don't even use the blocks. You can just die to bots auto-attacking you, basically, with the shield. So I think eventually, you know, skilled players, once again, will find a way to use those mechanics in a good way. But for me, in my first experience, I'll say it again, just using your attacks well, using your timing as well, and using your spacing well is like the most important thing to the combat in this game so far. Now, I also wanted to show you a little bit of gameplay from the Tom Vasa, because this is a character that I initially thought was a little bit weak, but after playing him, especially against other players, I'm starting to see how powerful he actually can be. I do think he's an excellent noob stomper in the fact that these overhead attacks, if you chain them together, people don't usually know how to respond to them. Early on, like, people don't, once again, like I was mentioning earlier in the video, people don't dodge out of those attacks. They can just get chain stunned for, like, all of their HP. You throw a trap down, retreat a little bit, and then land your combo once again. And if you ever took any damage from the initial exchange, of course you can heal up with your little heal ability. Now you'll notice that his light attacks are definitely a super vertical kind of attack, so they don't have a big wide arc of being able to hit your opponent, but his heavy attacks are kind of like a side sweeping thing. So against this guy, he's got like a nice big hitbox. You don't really need to worry about too many horizontal attacks, but against like the Shinsei, having a nice wide arc of attack is going to be nice to either knock her out of stealth or kind of mitigate some of her dashing abilities. So the character that I thought was initially one of the weakest ends up being probably one of the strongest ones in my opinion. Which brings me back to this sort of thought that, well, every time I play a new character, I'm like, wow, this one's OP. And I guess that's kind of a good thing, is that you end up having fun playing each of the characters with their own little unique strengths and their own little unique matchups, and it makes it a lot of fun. So you'll see my heavy attacks right there with the 3 kind of horizontal slashes, doing a lot of damage, but definitely hitting a big wide arc, which is a pretty important thing in this game, where you're going to be manipulating your positioning, especially with respect to your opponents, and trying to make sure you can catch them either mid-dash or recovering from an attack or recovering from a dash as well. Now, I also want to show you guys some of the 3v3 game modes that Skara provides, but I'm going to let you guys hear the actual live recording of this commentary, because there's no way I can do justice to just how goofy it was in the moment. You fight White Knight, I guess. I'll fight this, whoever's over here. Who went over here? Oh shit, he's in stealth. It's all Misky. Ow. I'm just trading blows. Okay, am I fighting this guy? Surprise, it's me. Oh, oh. I'm gonna be a cheater. You gotta remember that my trap's over there, not to hit it. Oh my god, those attacks are cool. I need to use those more often, I think. Oh my god. Oh, I got caught there. Shit. I'm gonna heal for a sec. I gotta defend this. I know he likes to take those. He triggered it, but didn't actually hit him. He's going for it, I think. I shouldn't have thrown that out there. I'm gonna have to watch out for this thing that he's doing. Oh god. Oh, that was slick. He actually heals a ton, dude. That heal is really good. Oh, the green smoke kills you. Oh, shit. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. Good fight, good fight. Alright, Gadbot has chosen his target. I'm gonna wait over here. Alright, come here, Almisky. You want another piece of this? Come here. He's trying to get out. Don't dodge too much. Oh, shit. Oh, my. God damn. I'll heal myself up a little bit. And yeah, you heal your teammates too, by the way, with this thing. I'm trying not to heal my teammates, but... Damn. I was trying to get the back air for the 1v. Oh, okay, okay. Sorry. The bots go for you every time. They want you, man. They want you. Oh, White Knight got him, I think. Nice. He did live forever, I know. You wanted the heals. All right, let's see who chooses who here. I mean, Almisky fighting again. Find out, I suppose. I mean, Almisky, you're fighting again. Okay. All right, I'm coming over here. I'm coming over. I'm coming over. Oh my god, that damage! What the fuck? Holy shit. This guy actually owns. I'll heal you, Venom. I'm cheater. I'm cheater, dude. No, there's no retreat. Oh shit. Get over here. Ah! Run! He took his buff. He was trying to get that buff. Dude, this guy does some damage, man. He actually I didn't think this guy was very good. He actually owns. Jeez. Like, every character is pretty good, I guess, huh? Maybe that's how it's supposed to be. It makes sense, I guess. Killage is in, baby! Uh-oh! Killage has arrived. Oh, snap. Who can I fight against as this lady? I'm gonna go sneaky sneaky. I'll pick my 1v1 with my targeting choice. Come here, you. Oh shit! They got two big fellas. Oh shit! Get off of my Oh my god. Are you kidding me, dude? They get 3 off the cliff. I got him, guys. Don't worry. I got him. Is this my team? Okay, good. Yeah. Get him. You can't see the health bars, though. That's not good. It'd be nice to see the health bars. Still got the 2v1, yeah. Good shit. Good shit. Good job, team. Assassinated him. Oh wait. Oh shit! It was. I let my team down. They needed me. White Knight needed me. Oh shit. I don't feel bad if we lose now. I got the 1v2, but I shouldn't have died, man. Shit. I threw one too many attacks in there. Uh-oh. Nice. White Knight learned how to dodge it, though. He still got his back to the wall right now. Oh, the combo! This is it! Oh, good follow-up there. He's gonna be healing again now. Oh, he snagged him from downtown! Good block. I never use that stupid block thing. Oh! 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 The rebound? This is tense, dude. The combo. Oh! Oh, he caught him with that one. Oh! He dodged both of those. Oh my! The finisher! Oh, baby. Shit, son. Okay, I'm gonna go sneaky again, I think. Oh, we're all going back way? This is so sketchy, dude. This is so sketchy. I'm going all the way around, dude. The flanking gank here. I'm choosing my target. Ow. Oh, shit. I'm getting pummeled right now. I have like no stamina left, but oh my god, this person is so OP. Holy shit. This one is so busted, dude. Dude, don't throw stuff. Don't throw stuff. Let him have the 1v1. Whoa, 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 whoa! I'm just watching. I'm just watching. Just watching. What the fuck? Okay, he wants me, dude. Okay. Alright, I mean, I'll take you out then. If that's who he wants, I'll take him out. Yeah, this character is OP, dude. Too fast. Too slick with it, dude. I swear. Oh! Hiya! Oh shit, son. Holy shit. Ow. I can't get a lock on him. I'm dead. I'm actually dead. Oh my god! It wouldn't let me lock on! Fuck! Fuck! Yeah, you can't do your little shadow blink thing when you can't lock on. So you just roll and you just get smacked. Not good. Wait, what's the team looking like here? Dude, that DHY guy left. Fuck. Uh-oh. It's a fucking brawl now, dude. It's a scrap. It's a scrap now, dude. Oh, he caught him with the knockdown. Uh oh, he got trapped. Oh, shit. He's poking him. Oh, no, White Knight. Oh, my God. Is this the comeback? That heal is strong, dude. Dude, who's fighting right here? Round lost. Dude, Greg with the comebacks. Oh, shit. I got shit on by Greg, dude. I did. Greg did me dirty. Greg did me dirty, dude. Whoa! Shit, there's Greg. Ow. Ow. I'm getting clacked. Oh my god! Run! Run! I took your chain for you, buddy! Intercepted. Holy shit. Oh my god, that's so mean. Hit him with the gank, dude. Hit him with the gank. Alright. I'll let Greg take his pick. They're both getting Greg. Holy shit. One v one him. 1v1 him. Come here, Greg. I'm literally just pressing left click and he's dying. This girl is so OP. She is so OP, dude. Oh my god. That was fun. I hit him with that little roundhouse kick to the back of the head there. That was kind of mean. Oh man. That was funny. Really just said, I wonder if we stack blue guys, and look what they do. I literally just said that. I wonder what happens if we stack blue guys. We'll probably own. Or get owned. Don't let him heal, don't let him heal. Oh shit, there's somebody. Greg's right in front of me. Oh, they double healed there. Shit. Ow. I need to lock on, dude. Not to that guy either. I'm getting wrecked. Help. Shit. I'm getting hacked up. That was kind of a bad round. I bet I did a lot of damage, though. I bet I did some damage. Okay, let's go. Run it back, baby. Run it back. Woo! Take it easy now. Too fast. Get him. That's a cool attack. I need to get used to using that. Need to get the fuck out of here, though, now. Hit him with it, dude. Oh, no! No! There's so many traps everywhere. Holy shit. Oh my god, run! They're not getting in the lava, though. I'm just chucking stuff, dude. Shit, run, White Knight! Oh my god, dude. The double heal is too good, actually. Oh my god, I'm dead. Maybe not. No, 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 I tried to heal. Oh! Oh, I got saved! Saved! Holy shit, dude. Don't die, White Knight. Woo! We did it! Yes! Oh my god. That platform going up? Holy shit. Saved. Oh, they can put their hot up at the beginning of the match too. I forgot about that. Make sure Miski's alright. It's gotta rush him. Like a madman. Oh shit, wrong way. This guy. No! No! Get out of there. Knock him off. I just almost went in the thing. Yo, that charging attack for this guy is beast. So even though this game is in alpha, like I said, I've had a lot of fun playing it, and it's been a ton of fun to play with viewers especially. So keep an eye out on Twitter between the 26th and the 28th for when we're going to be doing our live stream event for this game again. We'll probably team up and do some 3v3 with viewers, which is always a lot of fun, especially if we get like a full 6-man group. We can, you know, I get a 3-man party, and then viewers team up into parties of 3, and then we queue against each other. We can do, you know, 1v1s. We can do the full-on brawl, which is what we did in the last stream of this game. It was a whole lot of fun, and it'll be cool because you guys can level up and help Bajheera's army win this fun little event that we're doing in partnership with Skara. And just to review how that's gonna work is basically all the accounts are gonna get wiped before the event begins, and then all the levels of all the players for each armies will be added up together. So, you know, if everybody reaches level 5, we have like 100 people, that's gonna be a total of 500 points, which would be awesome. So hopefully we can get some people involved in this game, just one, because it's fun, two, because I'd love to win the event, get you guys some sweet in-game currency for winning, so you guys can buy cool looking armor for your favorite characters, and of course, have our glory in battle be eternally immortalized in the lore behind Skara, which is a pretty neat reward for winning this competition, I think. Keep in mind that the top 10 highest rated players will also receive extra rewards on top of the rewards they get for, you know, competing in the competition in the first place. And 4 players, each one coming from the top player in each of the factions in this game, will receive their own part in the lore as well. So you guys have a lot to battle for in terms of in-game rewards, both currency and lore. So get out there, kick some butt, and have some fun. We'll have links in the description for you guys to check out if you want to give Skara a try. But once again, huge shout out to Skara for sponsoring this video. I've had a lot of fun playing so far, and I'm definitely looking forward to kicking some butt with you guys in the event between May 26th and May 28th. Either way, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys next time. Peace!